be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Shoot.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Shit! Greystone, travel. Check 26, check 26. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Roll out. Check. Hit it.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Coming after you. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot. Check it back. Go. Check 3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Undercross. Watch out. Check 52.
They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
What? Here we go. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. Room here to run.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy. Fresno. Alert flare. Check.
Now it's Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Slam. Rock it. Get it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check safety, check safety.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Left half. 58, boys, 58.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Squeeze. Tighten up.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo! Mike 54! Mike 54! I'm coming for you! You mine! Right there.
They'll drop the throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Yeah. That's me. Now.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
2nd and 3. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover by and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Out. Hey, lock it. Check 99. I can see them.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Get him, boys. Ready? 157. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Single, slop. Hey, you're on the out of there. Hey, box truck. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Watch left. He's done right there. Left, 57, come on. Watch a slap. Yep. Slap. Hey, check. Go, jackrabbit, come on. Here we go. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go, D. Smooth.
2nd and 6. This is the tight end Fant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Dragged across each zone. You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. Through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the fuck.
Call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Game up. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's out, fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jacob Hollister. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good. They'll run on 1st down.
Strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 20-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. Got it.
Here's Wilson to throw. Back around the 28. Brian Burns able to. It's 3rd and long here.
Right over there. Yeah. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Get in the weight room. Trump. 12. Go 58 to the mic. Here we go, D.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent and seal this thing.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here we go. Check 43.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's just me and you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And some room to roam now. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on, set. 60 or. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Recon, 132 fighter.
Pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Down.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 3rd and 4. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. It's complete to Lockett. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Check, reload. Reload for finish.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down. Go 14. Bang out. Bam.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.